my God! Help me! The book spoke the truth. Ah! Hold tight, Crawford. They're coming. I can smell them.
You were right, Doctor. It's hopeless. What will you do? I think he would have liked to see his works donated.
Doctor, come back.
Mr. Parker, York and business, you really think...
He stumbled over something extraordinary.
Yes, but he came home a raving lunatic. I don't want to go on any wild goose chases.
You'll have solid proof, Mr. Griffith. I'll take photographs.
If I finance your trip to America, will you be there in time for the...
I'll be there with 3 nights to spare before Halley's Comet passes. I've already arranged to stay with a local doctor, a fella called Cobble.
Well, I'm willing to take a chance.
Mr. Griffith, your readers are going to love you.
Bring me back some sensational photographs. I want hard evidence of everything.
Cień komety. Jest to trzecie podejście do tej gry. 2 razy grałem na kompie, a raz
Mr. Parker, I presume?
papierową przygodę do Cthulhu RPG.
Dr. Cobble? Delighted to make your acquaintance.
Allow me to introduce you to Andrew Arlington, the mayor of our little community.
Very happy to meet you.
Thank you, sir. I'm very glad to meet you.
There's no time to lose, Mr. Parker. We'd best be on our way. The Sales brothers have delivered your luggage. There's a telegram for you. It's in your room.
Dr. Cobble tells me you're interested in stars.
And comets.
Comets. I guess your visit has something to do with Halley's Comet.
Indeed. And Ilsmouth appears to be a marvelous place from which to observe the sky at night.
Oh, is that so?
If it's a clear night, we shall see the comet soaring through the sky.
You sure know how to project your enthusiasm, Mr.
Well, here you are, all set to get to work. I'll show you to your room. I'll have to leave you, my customers.
Won't wait. Just like the word my little town. Have a wonderful visit, Mr. Parker.
No, coś tam powiedział jeszcze.
I reserved the big room on the...
Don't worry, I have everything I need. Goodbye.
Tak jest, poruszamy się strzałkami. I teraz, jak będziemy coś widzieć, to musimy to zobaczyć i wziąć. G to jest zabierz. Inwentarz.
Tuesday, February 12th. I at last found a young villager willing to guide me through the forest for payment. Wednesday, February 13th. Good God, what a sight to see! The stars seemed a rifle shot away. This place must be a window to some other dimension. This evening I will take my material. Thursday, February 14th. This child of 12 is remarkable. A great deal brighter and livelier than the village children, who seem a sorry lot. He held the torches while I drew new constellations upon the map, undoubtedly inaccurate, given the position of the river. I have named them Octopus, Stalker. They are quite frightening. I have noted the place. I'll be there when Halley's Comet passes, and then... If the child was 12 years of age in 1834...
Tak. Tutaj jeszcze musimy przeczytać jedną rzecz. Telegram.
From Sales and Brothers, London, to Mr. Parker in Dr. Cobble Estate. Apologies. Stop. Have no more photosensitive plates. Stop. Try to purchase some your end. Stop. Now, let's see. The map of the area, but... Oh, thank goodness. Moment. Excuse me, madam.
You mean Miss, my good man. Miss Picot.
Do forgive me, Miss Picot.
Good day, young man.
Trzeba wybrać tę drugą. Chyba odpowiedź.
I would be extremely grateful.
I'm so glad to be able to help. I think you'll have to try the town hall.
To jak? No do ratusza, to do ratusza. Tutaj mamy mapę, która nie wszystko jeszcze odkryliśmy. Mapę zamyka się escape'em. To jest ratusz, a to są tylne drzwi.
Good Lord, a page of Boleskins. Good God, what a sight. Lost out and replaced by rifle. Interesting.
Tak. Musimy porozmawiać z panem.
There you are at last, Mr. Parker. I've been expecting you. Oh, don't be surprised. Passing scientists invariably pay me a short visit. Of course, they're a rare breed around here now. Not like in the old days. But you don't want to hear all that. Allow me to introduce myself. Tobias Jug, keeper of the archives and records, at your service.
There's probably nothing I can tell you that you don't already know.
You're wrong, Mr. Parker. I may know your name and profession, but not the reason for your visit.
I'd like to consult the birth register.
So your interests are not limited to the stars. I hope I may be able to quench part of your thirst for knowledge. But remember, there are more things in heaven and earth.
Shakespeare.
Excellent. So, Mr. Parker, you like to read?
No.
I like nothing better than a good read.
Books are my passion, Mr. Parker. My most precious companions. Silent, discreet, sometimes filled with mystery. I must let you get on with your work.
Teraz musimy przejrzeć spis, który jest tutaj.
Fortunately, there weren't too many births in William Coldstone.
Jakie te dialogi są po prostu bez sensu w tej grze. Ale mamy tam 3 kolesi, którzy prawdopodobnie żyją.
Satisfied?
I believe I've found what I was looking for.
There are times when believing is not good enough, Mr. Parker. Sometimes we must be absolutely sure. Take Ilsmouth, for instance. For many years the locals believed in the old legends. Did that make them true? I have a number of documents on the subject.
How fascinating. That's a subject I'm very keen...
My library is full of such material, and I'm not talking about a mere single room. Oh, no. A lifelong study, you know. There are those who would dearly love to get their hands on some of those old papers, but they'll need to be smart.
No.
Well, they do say there's no such thing as a perfect... Think of Oedipus's Sphinx.
Well, you're close to the mark there, Mr. Parker. But I'd better let you get on with your work. Come back any time. The records are open in the afternoons. I'm usually at home in the morning. My house is just right of the post office. Just ring whenever you want. I'll tell you some interesting stories.
Most interesting. I don't know how to thank you.
Just promise to pay me another visit. Glad to have been of help. Oh! If you want to talk.
Dobra. I w tym gabinecie gdzieś tutaj musimy znaleźć
Papers of no interest.
szkło powiększające.
A magnifying glass.
Musimy to wziąć. Tak, i mamy. Dobrze. Na przykład możemy rzucić okiem.
The charge of San Pablo by... A blackboard.
No. Nie da rady tędy przejść? Da radę. Musimy udać się... Tu jest tawerna. No. Jak tam się szło? O, jakaś dziewczynka. Porozmawiajmy.
Forgive me for bothering you, miss...
You're not bothering me, Mr. Parker. Oh, there's no need to look so surprised.
I'm very glad to meet you, Miss Tilton. Have you...
Unmarried? Well, the reason's very simple. Ilsmouth seems to deprive all men of their manners. Now, if you'll excuse me...
Please don't be angry, Miss Tilton. I had no intention of being rude.
Well, keep looking, Mr.
Oho. Właśnie tego to chcemy. I mamy drabinę, tak? Tak, taką drabinkę. O, i tutaj.
Mr. Hambleton? Curtis Howard Boleskine.
Don't mention that name to me. Bad luck and trouble. I led him around for 3 nights. I carried the torch, the rifle, and I saw the thing.
What thing?
I wish I didn't remember. He'd drawn a map. I took him to the cross. I don't mind telling you, I was scared. Later on, I refused to go with my father to pray to the stones, so my father threw me out. My brother Wilbur cursed me, and now I live in squalid conditions.
I teraz wybieramy odpowiedź pierwszą.
Where did you take Boleskine?
Get away from this region, mister. The Comet's coming back. It'll be here in 3 nights, and that thing's coming too. Wilbur said so, so just get away from Ilsmouth while you've got time.
Why?
If you saw what I saw, Calvary, the English tries to forget what I saw.
No już.
The beams are covered in spiderwebs. This place is filthy.
O, tak będziemy się poruszać.
Be with you right away, sir. No problem, Mr. Hambleton. I'll be... Can I help you, sir?
I'd like some photosensitive plates.
Well, just hold on a few seconds while I check to see if I have any.
No tak.
I'll take them.
My advice to you is to try them first. That's a fact. Daytime, night, outside, inside. What is it you're wanting to photograph?
No, będziemy fotografować.
The stars in the night sky.
Well, you be careful. What else you get? If those plates aren't perfect...
Go on, find somewhere else to mess up.
Takie ładne cyganeczki, jak zobaczcie, jak one się ruszają. Tak, jeszcze kwiatek.
Say, Mr. Parker, Mr. Arlington, the mayor, told me about you. Welcome to Ilsmouth. I'm Sergeant...
Glad to meet you. I'm looking for a cross.
Maybe you should try the cemetery. We call it the dead center of town.
I'm looking for a calvary in the forest.
I can't help you there, and I don't advise you to wander in the forest by yourself. It's easy to get lost in that forest. I wouldn't even go there with a map. Now, if you'll excuse me, duty calls. I've got to run those layabouts out of town towards the clearing in the woods.
Zapiszemy gierkę. Co by się...
What have they done?
They're gypsies, Mr. Parker. Sneakiest chicken thieves you ever saw. I'm not going to wait for them to strip the town bare, no sir. They're out of here.
Surely they have some rights.
I decide who has rights around here, Mr. Parker, and no stranger is going to tell me how to do my job. You stick to your science. I won't trouble you again.
But come now.
Mr. Parker, just read my lips.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, you, the fortune teller. Just shut up, okay?
O!
Now, you bunch of greaseballs, I want you out of my town, and I mean now. Mr. Parker?
Remember, Gloria, all...
Ejku.
There, on the butt. Ellen. Dash it all. To read. If only I had a magnifying glass.
No. Tak. Jak tego użyć?
It's badly written. Ah, Searcher. Eacher. Suzanne Searcher. Nothing.
No dobrze, a ten obraz? Nic nam nie mówi.
These butterflies really are magnificent. These butterflies really are magnificent.
Dzień dobry.
Am I bothering you?
Not at all. Indeed, to be frank, I can't get our last conversation off my mind.
Have you found something?
Not yet. But I hope to shed light on a few interesting facts. We'll discuss them later on.
Coś jest? Zapiszemy grę. O, chyba pomyłka zrobiłem.
Let's look at the nameplate. T.
Tak. Czas nam wybrać się do lasu. No. Oho, co to jest? Tak. No. Bierzemy. No, chyba tu byliśmy. Tutaj jest. Jakieś takie... Oho. Tak jest. No, dobrze. Dobrze. No i co? Nie dam radę przejść tędy? To może tutaj? Nie. No, chyba zabłądziliśmy. Tutaj jest jeszcze tak... No, panie, idź pan. Może nie zabłądziliśmy? Zaraz zobaczymy. Na pewno dało się jeszcze wyjść gdzieś tutaj. Spróbujmy. Och, znowu była pani. Oho, zaraz mnie coś pogryzie. A, tak, i tutaj chyba jest. Tutaj mamy jeszcze. Tak. Żeby się tylko nie zagubić. Ale pójdziemy jeszcze w takim razie w lewą stronę. Dobrze. Czy już tutaj mapa działa? Nie działa. I teraz bierzemy. No. No jak możemy? I co my mamy tutaj? Escape. Coś przestało grać.
Let's use the surgical spirit on the cot.
Oj.
I was sure of it. The clue is not in the picture, but beneath beast. For that's where the cross.
Weźmiemy to. Teraz ma... mapę.
I have to pinpoint the position of the cross on my map.
No, i tutaj tak, o. Co by tu zaznaczyć? Jejku, no. Jejku. Jak coś zrobi...
I have to pinpoint the...
Co teraz? Bo to tego żeśmy szukali. Aha. Dzień dobry, panie aptekarzu.
How's the photography going?
No to aptekarz.
How's business?
Just fine. Now don't forget to test those plates I sold you.
Don't worry, I'll try them tonight.
Not really. Why?
I need a guide for tonight.
Go see Tyler. Nathan, just between you and me. He doesn't have a very good read. His two sons are no better.
Lucky not to meet them. You make them sound like a heap of trouble.
Trouble is a nice way of saying it.
Yes, I remember.
That's business. You don't pick your customers. And at least he pays, which not everybody does these days. You take care now, Mr. Parker.
Goodbye, Mr. Meyer.
No dobra, tego Natana znajdziemy następnym razem. Teraz zapiszmy.